Joe Biden and Kamala Harris recommitted Friday to codifying Roe v. Wade, on the 48th anniversary of the Supreme Court decision legalizing abortion nationwide as pro-life advocates vowed to fight the administration's pro-choice agenda. In a joint statement, Biden and Harris said that during the past 4 years, reproductive health, including the right to choose, has been under relentless and extreme attack, referring to the Trump administration's strong pro-life record. According to the statement, the Biden-Harris administration is committed to codifying Roe v. Wade and appointing judges that respect foundational precedents like Roe. Adding that, now is the time to rededicate ourselves to ensuring that all individuals have access to the health care they need. Already, the administration has signaled that it will overturn the Mexico City policy, the 1984 rule barring United States foreign aid funding from supporting non-governmental organizations that perform or actively promote abortion as a method of family planning. Anthony Fauci, the president's chief medical advisor on the novel corona, said Thursday in virtual remarks to the World Health Organization that the Biden administration would soon rescind the policy. Fauci said in his prepared comments, "To that end, Joe Biden will be revoking the Mexico City policy in the coming days, as part of his broader commitment to protect women's health and advance gender equality at home and around the world." Calls to codify the 1973 Roe decision emerged during the Trump administration as pro-choice state legislators sought to enshrine into law and expand abortion rights, citing fears that the decision would be overturned by an increasingly conservative federal judiciary and Supreme Court. Pro-life advocates pledged to battle the administration's ambitious progressive push. Penny Nance, president of Concerned Women for America, said, "This week, Joe Biden took his hand off the Holy Bible at his swearing-in and within hours began a full-out assault on women and human life as president. It is only the beginning of his promised actions to erase women and force taxpayers to finance the killing of unborn babies, underscoring the dark consequences of this election." Jean Mancini, president of the March for Life, challenged the White House statement equating terminating pregnancies with health care. She said, "Abortion isn't health care. It is heartbreaking but not surprising that on the day we commemorate the loss of more than 60 million Americans to abortion, the new administration is already aggressively leaning into abortion extremism." White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki cited Biden's Catholic faith Wednesday when asked about the administration's abortion policies, but Catholic Vote said that Friday's statement represents a major rupture with the church, only days after his press secretary described Joe Biden as devout. Catholic Vote said, "Joe Biden marks the anniversary of Roe v. Wade by saying he is deeply committed to the intentional destruction of innocent life through the heinous practice of abortion." During the campaign, Joe Biden also said he opposes the Hyde Amendment, which bars federal funding for most abortions, a switch from his previous decades of support. Pro-choice advocates cheered the White House announcement, with Planned Parenthood Action saying that it feels great to have champions for reproductive rights in the White House again. "We're excited for the work and progress ahead." Representative Andy Biggs, Arizona Republican, reintroduced Friday 3 pro-life bills and predicted that the Biden administration will bring out the worst abortion policies and edicts that our nation has experienced since the Roe v. Wade decision. The March for Life announced Friday its list of speakers for the annual rally scheduled for January 29, which will be held virtually over pandemic concerns. Speakers include former NFL players Tim Tebow and Benjamin Watson, Republican Representatives Kat Cammack and Chris Smith, and Hawaii State Senator Mike Gabbard, a Democrat and father of former Representative Tulsi Gabbard. Last year, then-President Trump became the first sitting president to speak in person at the March for Life. Previous Republican presidents had spoken remotely to the crowd at the event held annually in Washington, D.C. In 2017, then-Vice President Mike Pence became the first sitting vice president to appear at the march, which he continued to do in subsequent years. Sidney Powell, the pro-Trump lawyer who led several bids to overturn the recent presidential election, announced the formation Saturday of a political action committee, Restore the Republic. Ms. Powell said in a statement that she co-founded the group with Mike Lindell, the CEO of the My Pillow betting company recently beleaguered as a result of his fervor for former President Trump. Federal Election Commission records show Restore the Republic filed a statement of organization form on Friday via Jesse Binnall, another pro-Trump lawyer who has previously worked with Ms. Powell. Ms. Powell said, "The Super PAC will be dedicated to supporting candidates who will fight vigorously for our constitutional rights, freedom of speech and the sacred right of free and fair elections." Ms. Powell said on the social media service Telegram, where she announced the group's formation. "The PAC will promote candidates who fight for truth and the rule of law, and we will strenuously oppose any candidate who discards the Constitution for his own short-term or political gain, regardless of her party." Telegram's main rival, Twitter, banned Ms. Powell from its platform earlier this month. Sidney Powell, a former federal prosecutor, recently gained prominence for pursuing several failed lawsuits. Among the arguments unsuccessfully made by Ms. Powell were various discredited conspiracy theories about Dominion Voting Systems, a company that manufactured voting machines used in the recent election. Dominion has since filed a $1.3 billion defamation lawsuit against Ms. Powell. Dominion has also threatened to sue Mr. Lindell, who has made unfounded claims about the company as recently as this week. Mr. Lindell said during a TV interview Thursday, explaining that he believes initiating legal action will allow purported evidence of election fraud to emerge. "Please, Dominion. Please sue me." Mike Lindell made waves the previous week upon being spotted bringing notes about the Insurrection Act and martial law to a meeting at the White House on one of the last days of Mr. Trump's presidency. Several major retailers stopped carrying MyPillow products afterward. Despite no court in the country finding evidence of purported fraud affecting the 2020 presidential election, Ms. Powell suggested in the statement that she still believes Joe Biden did not legitimately win. Sidney Powell said, "80 million people were just disenfranchised by the inauguration of a president not elected by lawful votes. The Democrats abandoned their base and the Republicans betrayed theirs." Kelli Ward won a second term as chairwoman of Arizona's Republican Party on Saturday after receiving an endorsement from President Donald Trump, his first foray into politics since his term ended. In a recorded phone call, President Trump gave his complete and total endorsement for another term for Ms. Ward, who has clashed with Republican Governor Doug Ducey. She played a video of President Trump at the convention. The president's term ended on Wednesday, and it marked his quick re-emergence into party politics. He has threatened to create a third party if establishment Republicans in the Senate vote against him in his upcoming impeachment trial. Ms. Ward narrowly won re-election on a second ballot, by a margin of 51.5% to 48.5%, over businessman Sergio Arellano. Both candidates appeared on stage at the convention after Ms. Ward won. Mr. Arellano said he believed he could make a difference, but called for party unity. He said, "It's time for us to unite, come together and win." Ms. Ward hugged him and said, "I'm with you."